Hey guys, welcome back. This is Peter. Today we're at the Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting, and I have the pleasure to interview Zach Andersen, VP of Communication over here at BNSF. Hey, Zach, if you want to say hi to the camera, say hi to
everyone. Nice to be with you today, Peter.
Yeah. So, kind of serving as a college student here at Creighton University, I have a couple questions for you.
Great.
Just about the current events as well as kind of what BNSF is doing for the upcoming years with Berkshire and everything included.
Yeah, sounds good.
Kind of our first question. With capital investment, BNSF announced a $3.8 billion capital investment plan for 2025, kind of focusing on network maintenance as well as expansion projects. With a lot of Barstool, the International Gateway Project in California, as well as this logistic facility in Phoenix.
Correct.
Kind of being from California myself, Zach, just want to ask you about how is that going? Any updates for kind of the people that are listening?
Yeah, you bet. So it's a longer term project, so we're just at the beginning of it. It's going to take a few years to get permitted and built, but it really is going to change the game of intermodal. Rather than taking a box off the port and then bringing it to a warehouse in the Inland Empire or close to the port, we're going to put the box right on the train. It's called on-dock rail in both Long Beach and LA. And short haul those boxes up to Barstow, where they'll be sorted out. There'll be warehouses surrounding the facility owned by our customers, and then they'll take control of their freight and either bring it back to go to other parts of the U.S. distribution areas, or they will take it to. They always keep on going through Barstow. It's called IPI, which means that once you get a full train and it's all your boxes, and you are going to Cincinnati, that's where it'll go.
Gotcha.
So that will allow the port to be evacuated much faster than if you saw during the supply chain challenges during the pandemic. Part of the issue where boxes couldn't be taken away fast enough from the port, this solves that because you're putting them on the train. It doesn't matter where they're going. You don't have to wait for 20 Memphis boxes to collect before you can move them out. We'll take them all out at once and then sort them out up in Barstow, keeping the port fluid.
Kind of for the outsiders, what would you say is the percentage of efficiency you guys are bringing with this new change, or kind of what are the goals, kind of the number side of it?
I don't have an exact number on the efficiency, but if you're using rail over truck for that short haul move coming out of the port, you're obviously reducing emissions, you're reducing cost, and we believe we can take 2 to 3 days off the amount of time it takes to get a container out of the port.
Kind of with our second questions, I think a lot of people here come to this event asking about tariffs, wondering about a lot of the politics that are going on. Despite recent tariff announcements, BNSF is still proceeding with trade-related intermodal projects in California and Arizona. Can you speak a little bit about your company's stance currently with tariffs, kind of where Berkshire is heading with that, and kind of how are those projects doing?
Well, I can't really speak to the Berkshire angle on it, but I can only speak to ourselves that if the tariff situation is prolonged, that'll obviously delay a lot of things. That won't just impact BNSF, that'll impact the entire supply chain for the U.S.
Correct.
But in the short term, if you think about railroads, everything we do is a long-lived asset. If we put new track down, that's a 50-year asset in the ground. If we buy a new locomotive, it's going to be around for 40 years. So we have to think long-term. We can't think just next year or next quarter as we're building out our railroad and enhancing our capabilities and capacity.
Gotcha. So you said kind of more for the long-term investments. We're not so worried about what's going on right here in the moment. Kind of just.
I wouldn't say that we're not worried about it, but we can't let it impact that far down the road. Now, again, depending on the severity and the length of the trade war, that could slow projects down.
Right.
That could, but again, that'll slow everybody down.
Yeah. I guess as far as the communication department goes, is there anything you guys are kind of preparing or kind of getting ready for if the trade war continues, or is there any expectations on those fronts?
Actually, we follow our customers. That's where we get our intelligence, and we just make sure that we adjust to what they need. Because if we don't have the customers, we don't have much. So we always kind of follow their lead on what they want and how they're going to move their trade.
Gotcha. Awesome. Thank you so much.